Hey guys, welcome to week 14 and round 1 of the Worthy Your Addiction Fantasy Football League playoffs. Obviously, we have the losers bracket and we have the winners bracket. We're going to bust through the losers bracket because none of it really matters. We all know it sucks, but I'll give everybody their moment. And then we're going to dive a little deeper into the playoffs, or in the winners bracket. I'm sorry, to really just kind of break down your decisions and tear you up a little bit. So let's get going. We're going to start out super quick. And fucking Dumbo. Welcome back, Dumbo. I like that choice. Alright, so Gerwig beat Lucas 104 to. I'm sorry. Gerwig lost to Lucas 104 to 111. That's a 7-point difference. So very quickly we will talk to Dumbo here. Alright, Dumbo. I gotta ask, why do you have 3 tight ends? You have Ebron, McDonald, and Thomas. I don't see a point in having 3 tight ends, but hey, to each their own. You did play Ebron, which was your best choice. In fact, all the choices you made were the best that you could have made because you played your best lineup. You had the highest scoring player this week with, of all people, Cooper Kupp. I'm sorry, not Cooper Kupp, Amari Cooper. 39 points. It was an insane ending on that Cowboy game over the Eagles. Amari Cooper's really turned that team around. But 39 points for you for a highest scoring player. Unfortunately, though, your favorite team, the Vikings, lost to Seattle 7-20. That was a really bad game. Minnesota needs to get it together. But you go to the winners pile of the losers bracket. Means shit. Boom. Badow, the loser. Oh, Wiggles. Alright, Wiggles. Let's see. You had on your bench Ingram and Ware for 11 and 12, which would have gotten you, which would have done more for you playing instead of Sony Michel. You also had Lamar Jackson on your bench for 22 over Deshaun Watson for 19. Yeah, so that was pretty much all you had. Buffalo lost to the Jets because, of course, they did. They lose to the shitty teams and they win against the good teams. That's whatever. You must suck to be a Bills fan. Just a heads up for you, you have to win round 2 by 8 points. Win round 2 by 8 points for you to pass Lucas. Just a heads up. Remember, each round is 2 weeks. Alright, you go to the losers bracket pile. There's no winner in the loser pile. We all suck. Alright, let's go with AJ. Mr. Dapper himself. Look at this motherfucker right here. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Alright. So, let's see. AJ also scoring 111 to beat Slim. 84 points. It's a 27-point difference. So let's quickly talk to this fool, this guy. You have quite the face. Alright, so AJ, Derrick Henry on your bench for 47 points. Not one person in fantasy football would blame you for leaving him on your bench. It's fucking Derrick Henry. He scored more points, over his career this season, he scored half of his points in that game. So, one game doubled everything he's done for the past season. Whatever. You had Green Bay on your bench for 12 instead of whichever defense you had out. Don't really remember. Doesn't really matter anyway. And then Detroit beat Arizona 17-3. You should be super proud of that. It's Arizona. If you had lost to them, I would have laughed at you. Alright, so you go into the losers bracket pile. Let's talk to Mr. Dapper. Hello, Mr. Dapper. Can you hear me? Alright. Slim. 84 points, man. Your QB choice. It was a win-win for you. Andrew Luck and Matt Ryan both got 26 points. You did have Ito Smith on your bench for 7, which would have gone over Crowell, who scored you 0. You tied with Crowell for lowest scoring player of the week, again Crowell for 0. But you can be happy that New Orleans beat Tampa Bay 28-14, and they had a rough start to that game. I'm sure a lot of you Saints fans were worried. but they pulled it out. 28-14, win for New Orleans. For you to win in round 2, it's a lot tougher. You have to win by 28 points to progress into the next part of the losers bracket. So 28 points. Put them up there, man. 28 points. Now these motherfuckers. Skadare. Skaboosh. Alright, so I finally got the rainbow treatment and got some rainbow lips, and if you can tell, yeah, got himself a little Bengals earring. Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable, Kevin. Alright, Kevin. This was the biggest ass kicking of the week. Guess who did it? Me. Who would I be? You. But I do have to, let's go ahead, we'll talk to the winner first. I do have to just pull this out right off the bat. Penalty play against my damn self. Because I left OBJ in for 0 points, which got me to tie for lowest scoring player. Again, OBJ, 0 points. He was injured, and I didn't even think about it, and I didn't change him out, and I should have for who? Fucking Schuster for 25 points, or Mike Evans for 9 even. That would have helped me out, but I didn't. I left him on the bench. Roethlisberger also got 23 on my bench over Cousins, who got 12 in my lineup. But I won 83 to your 48, and the Rams lost. It is what it is. Rams lost to Chicago in a really tough game against their defense, which does project the Saints up into first place for the NFL, and unless they lose the next 3 weeks and then we get back. Fingers crossed. All right, but anyway, so I win 83 points, and I join the losers bracket pile. Now we talk to this ugly motherfucker. All right. Keep sipping that horse jizz, Kevin, because you ain't going nowhere, buddy. For one, you tied the lowest scoring player as well, with Kenny Golladay and Washington defense both at 0 points. You could have replaced Golladay with Crabtree or Sanu. You could have replaced Golladay or Sutton for Crabtree and Sanu, and they would have gotten you a few more points. Not enough to matter, but it would have helped you. Green Bay did beat Atlanta 34-20. Whatever. Like, are they even? Is there a chance for them to hit the playoffs? I don't even know. The hard part for you is that you have to win round 2 by 36 points. I don't see that happening. I'm gonna just come out and beat you. So it is what it is. Boom, losers bracket, and let's get into the shit that really matters. Yes, everyone's excited for the winners bracket. Let's, man, you know what? We're gonna do this one. Whooshing, whooshing, motherfucking! Look at that unicorn tattoo on your face, man. That's where am I going? That's beautiful. Oh my god. Okay. All right. So Stu beat Kyle 74-48 with a 26-point difference. This is the lowest combining score of the week for 122 points, which means it was the most boring game. 78. I'm sorry, 74. 74 to 48. Fucking garbage, guys. But we'll talk to the winner real quick. Stu, what's the matter, buddy? You didn't trust that Rams defense? I mean, come on. It was a defensive game. But you still got your 12 points on your bench, which outplayed the LA Chargers, who had 5. You had Damian Williams from Kansas City for 14 points, and he outperformed Fournette for 3 whole points. I played him in my other playoff league. I don't blame you. I mean, everyone would have played Fournette. You continue on with your terrible tight end luck. You had Jimmy Graham in for 1 point, and Chris Carson also on your bench, 15 points, which you could have thrown in over Brandon Cooks, who got you 2 in your flex spot. So, yeah, better decisions need to be made by you going in, especially if you plan to go against either of the teams in the next game I'll be talking about for this both outscored you. But you have a pretty solid lead on Kyle right now. And also, like I said, New Orleans 28-14 over Tampa Bay. I wrote the wrong one. Over Tampa Bay, but you win to that, or I'm sorry, that win locked you guys as champions of the NFC South. So congratulations. Just a game behind the Rams locking up our division, but you know, it is what it is. You go into the winners bracket pile. Let's talk about this, Kyle. What happened? How did you fucking make the playoff with two terrible quarterbacks? You had Carson Wentz with 25 points on your bench while you played Philip Rivers with 14 points. That was pretty bad. You could have played Wentz with Alshon Jeffrey, who had 11 points, and Jeffrey would have done better than Tate, who had 0 points. Also, guess what? Tying you for the lowest scoring player between Tate and Kyle Rudolph. Both scoring 0 points for you. Marlon Mack was, let's see. Marlon Mack got you 9 on your bench, and that tops Todd Gurley, surprisingly, and Jalen Samuels at 5 and 8. Which I gotta throw this out there. Again, not that it matters, because a lot of this point differential, you're still down by a lot to Stu. But who the fuck plays the backup running back? Fucking, what's his name again? Jalen Samuels. I mean, look, a lot of people were wondering about James Conner. Conner gets hurt. You put in Samuels, but you have Marlon Mack, who is Indiana's running back, starter, and they're like a hell of an offense right now. But whatever, you played him. I mean, there's only a point difference, so it's not like that big. But just as the backup running back is not going to perform like the previous two ahead of him. It's just not going to happen. Let's see. So yeah, you tied lowest scoring player by having Tate and Rudolph at 0. You also had the lowest score of the week, which was just 48. That's pretty bad. Cincinnati lost. Cincinnati lost 21-26 to the Chargers. That's also not super surprising. And for you to make it into the championship game, you have to win by 27 points. 27 points. Throw it down. Ask Brad for help. He loves licking them dick glasses. Lick that dick glass. But this motherfucker right here, you go into the winner. And now we get to talk to, I've been waiting for this one, this ugly fuck. This beautiful babe right here. Oh my god. Alright, so, other than the sack on your face, nothing new's happened over here. That sack's been there, I just love it. But, Mike, somebody finally decided to help you with your baldness. And, who was it? Your wife! Your wife has such a beautiful head of hair, she decided to share it with you just to cover up that gigantic bald spot that keeps on growing. That is Kathy's hair. I love that so much. Okay. Alright, so Aaron did beat Mike 113-107. So we will start with Aaron. This is a 6-point difference in their game. Alright, so Aaron, you were the highest scoring team of the week. Congratulations at 113. Speaking of scores, real quick, I beat Stu and Kyle, 2 of the teams in the playoffs. I outscored both y'all. Just throwing that out there. Moving back. Aaron, you had a good overall performance in your entire lineup. You only had 3 people not in double digits. That was Shepard for 7, the Houston defense for 1, and Gostkowski, your kicker, for 8. Now, you did have Jarvis Landry on your bench for 20 points. That would have been huge, giving you a very strong lead if you had played him in place of Shepard. Other than that, though, the Detroit Lions did beat the Arizona Cardinals 17-3. We already covered that, really. Not a lot else to go on other than to say good luck in the next round. You and Mike are still fairly close, so it could be anybody's game. Oh, look at you. You're so pretty. Oh, my goodness. All right, Mike. Let's figure this out, buddy. So, you can thank Brady Thank Mixon and thank Barkley for keeping you in this game. Brady had 32, Mixon had 19, and Barkley had 25. Bench, if you had pulled people off your bench, you may have been able to tie up with Aaron, but it's not really a big deal because you're only down by 6. You actually, to win and go into the championship, you have to win by 7 points next game in round 2. 7 points. Let's see. Still no trust in the Carolina defense. Oh, damn. It's mad. It's mad at you because you left it on the bench. But that's alright, because they got 5 points. You played Buffalo, they got 6, so every point counts. But here are the people that did not do as well as the Carolina defense. Aaron, with the Houston defense. Steven, with, who did I play? Baltimore's defense. And Kevin, with Washington's defense. So, yeah. You also tied with the rest of us for lowest scoring player. Devin Funches, 0 points. Dallas did beat Philly 29-23 with that awesome Amari Cooper catch at the very end of the game off a defender. That was insane. Which gave Dallas a 2-game lead in the NFC East, man. So that's good news for the Cowboys and way surprising because I did not know that they were doing that well. Overall, this game was the highest combined score. These two bucks right here. Highest combined score at 220 points. And this was the closest scoring game at 6 points. So that's fairly exciting for a winner's bracket playoff. Alright, guys. Best of luck. Best of luck to all of you. Here we go. But now, best of luck to all you guys in the playoff, in the winner's bracket, going into round 2. Against your same opponents. Don't forget this beauty right here. Y'all can win this. Y'all can win this motherfucker right here. It's super exciting. I know. Look at it. Football on top. Totally fits the thing we're doing. And then the last thing I have is just remember that everything is 2 weeks. And yeah. I guess best of luck going into week 15, guys. See you next week. Oh, I remembered. We won't be fucking with each other's faces this week because it's a 2-week win-loss. So, you won't get pictures from me, just a heads up. Next week, winners will deface the losers. Okay, have a good one. See you next week.